Oh my God, we're back, dude. It's been like 6 months since I recorded a podcast.
What the hell's took you so long?
Went on a hiatus. No, I've had a few guests that I've wanted to get on. I've talked to them, but summertime, everybody's like out of town and just hadn't scheduling. So I was like, I can't get anyone in here. Let's get Tyler in here. No, really why I wanted this, one of my best friends is essentially my entire life, Mr. Tyler Timmons.
No.
Timmons. It's Toiler Timmons. Toiler Timmons. Oh, Boyle.
Not quite.
Oh, Boyo. I always want to say Boyle. I think
Boyle?
that's Boyle.
That's just a...
Oh, boil on your neck.
Yeah, I think you've got a health crisis.
No, the reason I wanted to have you on, well, I've been wanting to get somebody on to talk about the book of Enoch. And even though it's like all on YouTube, like it's crazy how much stuff's out there now compared to in 2009 when I first heard about it.
Yeah.
But still, your average people that I talk to day to day have no idea.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, it's consumed my life, but I really want to get a preacher in here so he can tell me why. I want to hear explained, like, okay, Book of Enoch, not accepted. Okay, so what is the narrative? What is the context surrounding?
You would have to either have some sort of like high Protestant, like Anglican or something like that, or Catholic, or an Orthodox.
That's really studied.
Because like a Baptist
theology.
Preacher isn't going to know what that is. And if he does,
He'll probably yell
he's
at
going to
you.
refuse to talk about it.
Yeah, he's going to go, these are stupid questions. We only talk about things in the Bible, which I
mean, valid point to them. I mean, if that's they believe what their summit of, all of their theology comes from, then you can understand that.
Right.
Which it does.
Right. Because some preachers tend to be like a politician. Where like, if this isn't going to benefit me by talking to you about it. But I have spoke with one guy, and he seems pretty knowledgeable. He, I forget what he told me he studies. But it's something along those lines of like, he's like the actual stories and the allegories and what they mean, and like more than just like I preach the good word every Sunday. He actually goes to like India and like what's that word?
Mumbai?
Ministries to people. Is that the word? Memphis, Tennessee's to people.
He goes down to Memphis.
He's a brave man.
Yeah, he's doing something else like preaching the gospel, Jack.
But so he's in Broken Bow. He's just been busy. So, but anyways, so I wanted to have somebody who at least knew as much as I do, so we can like. I have all these ideas and I want to bounce off a person.
A lot of these things, they're foreshadowed or pre-shadowed in Scripture.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this stuff, there's a basis for some of this stuff, but there's a reason that the church ended up not putting it into the canon of Scripture.
Right.
The Jews didn't hold it before Jesus in the New Testament was being written and compiled. So they see it as kind of, if the Jews didn't hold it, especially the religious Jews, why would we hold it as Scripture?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Because that's where it comes from. Did you ever know that? Christians come from Jews?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I knew Jesus was a Jew.
Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people don't seem to think that.
Well, a lot of people don't know.
Young, shaved-headed fellow not too long ago told me that, Christians didn't come from Jews. It was its own thing.
Right.
Now, he was a white supremacist, hence the shaved head.
So, would you consider Jesus the first Christian?
I would consider Mary the first Christian.
Okay,
Jesus was
interesting.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
Mary was
yeah,
his
that's kind of
mother.
what I was getting at.
You get, you go through parts of the different Gospels narrating, his early life. And, when you think about it like this, it makes sense. She's his mother.
Mm-hmm.
He is fully God, fully man. So, the church teaches that he was like incarnated by the Holy Spirit, which is just, it's part of the Trinity.
Right.
She's his mother. So his flesh all of that he gets from his mother. And since she's from that Davidic line, it fulfills that prophecy. Because it couldn't be from Joseph because he's just the foster father. Now, he's a very important person, but...
Yeah, boy's got to have a daddy.
That's right.
How's he going to learn to do carpentry?
Well, I don't know. Mary may have been good with that saw and that hammer, Jack. I don't know.
I've never thought of this, at least in these terms, but like in like demonology, there's the incubus who like impregnates women in their sleep, right? Or at least I know the succubus, that's the whole idea that they essay men in their sleep, and then that's their seed creates a new demon. So essentially, I'm not saying that Jesus, but I'm saying it was a spiritual insemination.
Hey, man.
It was.
What you do in your spare time is your business, Jack. But
you know what I'm getting at? Like, that's along the same lines. It's like this spiritual being. Hold on. Whoa. Good little interlude into the whole Book of Enoch thing. Because, once again, the whole story is about these deities, these fallen angels, inseminating women, mating with women, and creating a hybrid. So there you go. If you're like, oh, that's ridiculous. Well, God did it to Mary. So, like, by your logic.
Well, the important thing is he asked Mary. Her fiat, or her yes, is what started the whole thing. She said, be it done unto me according to your word.
Wow.
I'm the handmaid of the Lord. Oh, dude, there's so much good Mariology from the New Testament. But you know, I never heard that growing up.
No, I've never heard that. I didn't know you got a question.
No, you're not going to. But somebody's been teaching it for 2,000 years. So.
Right. Well, just think about how subconsciously, like, the word being preached the wrong way has, like, damaged us, you know? And there you go. There's more to the story, but nobody ever told me that.
This is the issue.
Which is kind of an important detail if you think about it.
Yeah, I'd say
the woman literally made the decision, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was a servant of God before this. She was.
Yeah, must have been.
They believe she was a consecrated virgin before this, but I've never understood why people had a problem with her being a virgin after Jesus was born. Why would you have a problem with that? You think you're going to give birth to God in the flesh and just, I'll have some more children? Just don't make sense, bro.
It wouldn't be fair to the next kid, right?
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Jesus gets all the attention.
And they said, like in the Bible, it talks about, that uses the word, it's a bad translation. It says, these were the brethren of the Lord. And it named a couple of these people. Now, and when I was a kid, I was like, oh, yeah, brothers and sisters. No, turns out later in the gospel, it says that their mother was what they called the other Mary, and they named their father, and it wasn't them.
So Mary was a descendant of Abraham, right?
Well, all Jews were descendants of Abraham.
Every one of them.
There's the 12 tribes. Now, you have key figures in all these tribes. The different tribes had, like, different functions within, like, the plan. Like, only one tribe is only priests, and I think it was the Levites, but I'm not real sure. But she was specifically descended from David.
So to tie this into the Book of Enoch, what was the importance of Abraham's lineage? Like, what is this whole overshadowing idea in the Bible that, like, this lineage, it's highly focused on this lineage that brings about Jesus? Because the Book of Enoch once again provides this context of, like, why that bloodline was so sacred, because it was untainted by the fallen. And so in the Bible, why did they? At
this time, you can't have the Savior of humanity come from a tainted bloodline. Comes from a fallen angel, right?
So did the split, as far as, like, this bloodline, the Jews, the Israelites, is that the bloodline that came from Abel? Is that where the split happens? Because, like, when Cain kills Abel, Cain's descendants will be cursed, right? The Canaanites.
Cain was cursed.
Okay, yeah.
Cain was cursed.
Well, like, the Canaanites, weren't they, like?
Yes, the Canaanites were bad.
So I guess that's what I'm trying to make sense of. Everybody came from Adam and Eve,
things like that.
Then why are the Israelites specifically these chosen people?
I know. I don't know. You know, I'm not an expert.
But these are the questions I've always had. I'm like, you're telling this story, and I'm like, okay, but why? But like, what? It's always like a piece of the puzzle was missing. Like, I feel like there's something being left out. And the book of Enoch, just in so many ways, like just connected all these dots. First of all, when I was a kid, the story of the giants was like, what? Can we spend more time on this? They're like, yeah, they were there and they weren't. And where did they come from? Why were they there? Why were they giants? Like, I don't know, kid. Shut up.
In those days, it was talking about the time before, you know, it says, in those days, giants walked the earth and thereafter. So we know at some point, now it never says specifically that the children of these fallen angels, it said the angels that fell, they saw that the sons of men were fair and they laid with them. You know, we don't know that that's what happened.
Right.
But it would make sense to me because now there are giants that walk the earth today, but they're not like the giants they're talking about.
Right.
Or are they? We don't know.
Yeah.
Now we know that Goliath was like 10 foot tall. Like it says, like it gives some descriptors of him, like a beam of his spear, or the shaft of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his gauntlets weighed like 50 shekels or whatever. So we know he was huge.
Yeah.
We know he was like 10 foot tall. They did the measurements. Yeah, he was like 10 foot tall. And
there was that tribe. I don't remember who was it that came up on this tribe, and they looked like grasshoppers compared to them. Was that David or?
This Goliath would be in David's time. Okay, so Israel didn't have a king, right? God anointed a guy named Saul, and he was from the house of Benjamin, which was the smallest tribe, right? And there was some kind of prophecy about the line would come from that lineage, the house of Benjamin. And he comes up, he's the guy, I think it's the tribe of Benjamin, I'm not sure, I need to brush up on this stuff, but it was the smallest tribe. God rose up Saul, and he was the first king of Israel. He united all the tribes, and he was the number one dude in charge, right? So he starts waging war on these bad tribes that were doing evil things. And, you know, he goes along, and there's the prophet Samuel's the one telling him, you're anointed by God, you know. And he's like the spiritual leader of the Israelites, Samuel. Mm-hmm. Well, it goes on, and it was something to do with, like, they made war with this tribe that were like wild, you know, evil. Mm-hmm. And God's telling them, you go and you slaughter these people, but do not take any of their things, none of their weapons, none of their food. You burn them all. Mm-hmm. Either Saul or one of his sons, like, keeps a dagger or keeps something.
Yeah.
And God says, I'm going to lay you low because you did what I told you not to. So on that day forward, God's favor was not on Saul. So that's where David comes in as a little shepherd boy. Samuel goes and visits his dad, and he's got like a bunch of brothers, right? And they're all like lined up. David's out in the fields with the sheep. And Samuel, the prophet, meets with this guy. God led him over there, and he's going through each one of these sons. No, this is the strongest son. This is the smartest son. No. And he says, he alludes to the fact that you have another son. Where is he? He said, we don't have any except for David. No.
Oh, don't worry about
he's
David.
With the sheep. Don't pay him no attention.
Boy.
Well, sure enough, he comes up, and he's like, that's the one. And anoints him with oil. Now we're told that David is like he's essentially a little badass. It's talking about him like grabbing the lion by its beard and killing it, the bear that come to steal the sheep, and he kills them. He smotes them, and he's got a sling. And they told me when I was a kid it was a slingshot, but it's a sling, which is, I mean, I guess it's an archetype of a slingshot, but it's not the same thing. It's like two long cords and like a leather pouch.
Yeah.
and he gets smooth stones. And I've made one. Let me tell you something,
I've
bro.
seen videos of them.
You can kill a man very easily with this thing. I had like a socket or something I put in. I figured out how to get a lot of leverage, and I broke through a new fence, a wooden fence. It just went bing right through it. Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. You kill a man.
High-power projectile.
It is a projectile.
Well, the lineage stuff is interesting because it goes not just through the Bible, but think about like, I guess probably every culture, but like think about like the English, you know, and the House of the Dragon, and like they always. But what's interesting is there's people online that claim that all these occult or like these royals believe they are descendants of the Nephilim, that these powerful beings, and that's why their bloodline is superior, and that's why they should rule over everyone. And that's why they always use depictions of the dragon, you know, and you can correlate that to the Bible. You know, evil's often, or the devil is often referred to as the dragon.
Or the serpent.
But there's people, and you know, maybe they're full of crap, but there's people that claim their families were a part of this. Like in America, people that practice occult rituals, they take kids from the time they were born and they train them to do all these like occultic, like spiritual.
We know that these things exist.
Exactly.
We absolutely know these things exist, and these people, whether it's real or not, they believe it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say every time they believe it and they are practicing.
They're doing it. You think they're not sacrificing children somewhere? I guarantee you they are. They're doing god awful things to children.
Yeah.
It makes me sick to even think of, man. Let me tell you something. Did you know that the King of England right now,
King Charles.
Yeah, King Charlie.
This
guy, he would pass out if you called him Charlie. Anything that's
Charlie boy.
Yeah, anything that's not uptight.
Off with his head.
Yeah, just staunch Protestant nonsense. I am the King of England.
I'll have him killed like my wife.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I didn't mean to say that out loud. Anyway, so unless you're King Henry VIII, then he absolutely meant to say it out loud. Yeah. But he is directly descended from Vlad the Impaler.
Yes.
The king of that area of Transylvania, Wallachia or whatever they called it back then. And I looked it up. He really is. And he goes and lives in that castle. Mm-hmm. He stayed there before he was king. I'm sure he can do it now because he can do whatever he wants to. And he was doing something involved with children up there.
Oh,
there's orphans. God, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah. No, I've heard this. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's on supposedly that Epstein list.
Oh, I'm sure. Most of them are. Oh, not the list. Look, the list, I hate using the term because I really think that they purposely use that term to make it sound ridiculous. This is the way I've heard somebody argue it, and it sounds dead on to me. The idea that there's like this list, like he did this with this kid, that doesn't exist. What there is, and you can get this from all the victims, there is a clientele that they were being sold to. It's not like written on this one piece of paper, but there's plenty of stuff they could be digging into that shows, like, even down to victims' testimony, you know?
I think this whole thing is an intelligence thing.
It absolutely
and I think it's from the Mossad. I absolutely think it's from the Mossad. We know that he has ties to the Mossad. We know that for a fact. We know that Ghislaine Maxwell, father, was in the Mossad. We know this. Yeah. We know this.
Yeah,
It's not just speculations, dog. This is a fact.
He was assassinated on his boat in the middle of the ocean. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just fell overboard and
sounds like
just
Obama's
so happened to be
cook.
connected to.
What happened to that? Yeah. That guy just died.
He was a bad swimmer, bro.
With his ass dilated or whatever.
Yeah. But the whole list thing, to me, that's a straw man argument. So then go, there is no list. Like, okay, dude, you know what we mean. We don't expect there to be like this single list. Like, why don't you open up this case and look into it and see? But I agree with you. I think that's why. A lot of people, especially right now, I can tell it's definitely being propagandized as like, clearly Trump's on it. That's why he's hiding it.
It's being weaponized. They don't have anything to do with
Yes, it's being weaponized. You saw they put a statue up in Washington of Trump shaking hands with Jeffrey Epstein, and it says something about like best friends and like a very nice statue, like some big Democrat money paid to. I don't know if it's
George
on public
Soros.
land, but or how that works. It's at some park. But anyways,
They're gonna do
Soros.
anything
It's a
they can.
Soros investment.
They're going to do whatever they can because he doesn't fit their mold.
But here's the thing. I agree with you. I feel like
I'm not saying
they've
this guy's
made
a
up.
saint.
No, I'm not
saying
either.
that, though.
And I'm sure he was buddies with him, and Trump probably
He kicked
did.
him out of Mar-a-Lago. That we do know
Yeah.
for a fact. Way back in the early 2000s, because he was doing weird shit.
And he was like the one person that was willing to work with investigators with information. He was like, yeah, I got.
Look, the
Could have been rolling
Democrats,
on him,
if
but
he was
who knows?
on that list and whatever it is,
Yeah, they would have leaked
they
it.
would have.
100%. That's where I was
they
going.
did everything they could. They falsely
made up
accused
stuff.
him of all
yeah.
kinds of things.
So if they had like a smoking gun on that, or even if they had a notion, it would have been. It would have been leaked. I agree with you on that. It is weird to see in that press conference when he like that reporter asks about it when they just released the information.
what's going on here. I'm so tired.
Yeah, well,
People talking about this
and
guy's a
gaslighting,
loser.
like, like, why are you bringing this up again? Like, you
should be
literally
talking-
just released the report that basically found zero information, no new information, not one single piece of information was new.
100%. Pam Bondi said she had it on her
Yeah,
desk.
she's an idiot. I didn't like her when he picked her because I've seen what she's like a very gun control happy person. Yeah, when she was like she a DA or something in Florida. Yeah, she was promoting like basically that like I can't remember what the gun control law she was trying to get pushed through, but it was basically like if we think you're crazy, we can take your guns away. But like any gun law is
Gun control is such a weird thing, dude, because why would you even be focused on that? There's a mental health crisis in America right now.
Well, that's why I
it's
think
totally out of control.
Anyone pushing that kind of stuff to me is an enemy. They don't understand that that is a slippery
This isn't a popular
slope.
opinion. I don't give a shit. Genderism is a mental illness.
Yeah.
It is. It's gender dysphoria. It's been in that book forever, dude.
Yeah.
Think about it. How could it not be?
Yeah.
And if you want to be a woman or you want to be a man, bro, do whatever you want to. Or madam, whatever. You do what, bro, madam. You do whatever you want to, bro, because this is America. It's a free country, and you can live it the way you want to. But when you bring me into your delusion,
Yeah, exactly.
that's where it's a no-go.
You enforce your ideals on me.
It
and
always-
that I have to follow suit to whatever placates to your ideas.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Not what this thing is.
And they could, if they would just open their eyes and see that vice versa, they wouldn't want us, they will not allow us to like push our beliefs on them. You know, even though I feel like that one particular is kind of based in reality and scientific facts, but
it's not kind of.
nonetheless,
It's absolutely based in fact.
Nonetheless, they would never go along with like us telling them how to speak and how to act about
They're
it.
calling it hate when it is literally, I don't hate you people.
Well, dude, I guess
Christians, they do it all the time to Christians. You're preaching hate.
Oh, it's a free for all.
Listen to me. I'm the biggest sinner there ever was. I'm not condemning you for that sin, but if you're going to say you're a Christian or you're a believer, what did Jesus say? Jesus forgave everybody. Hey, what'd he say? Always go and sin no more. Don't do this no more. I'll forgive them. Don't do it no more.
Yeah.
Turn away from that crap.
My thing is like, especially, it's crazy to hear people just straight up lie about like Charlie Kirk was just this racist who hated the man.
They
never said a hateful thing in his life
they take
on
these
camera.
little snippets.
I should say.
They take these little snippets out of a conversation.
Yeah,
just read that.
completely out
What
of
does that
context.
say? Hey,
Yeah.
bro, read the paragraph before that,
Yeah.
or read the few sentences after that.
Yeah, well, that's
You're not fooling nobody, bro.
their
But the
trick.
fact is, they are fooling some people.
yeah. It is very deceiving.
Even if they do know, they'll still call it whatever, racism, transphobia. They'll call it whatever they want to keep that narrative going because it's so important to them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's an ideology. It's more than just a political ideology. It's the downfall of Western civilization. That's exactly what it is.
It ain't good.
No. It ain't good.
It ain't good, brother. Did you see Jimmy Kimmel's apology when he came back on air?
They yanked him again.
For a second time?
Yeah, they did.
So he did one show and they yanked him again?
He was coming down. I don't know if they released or not because he came back and doubled down and they said, get up out of there.
I didn't see that. All I saw was he did like a little monologue first show back, and he started to like break down and cry. He was like, I never was promoting like the death of this.
Yeah, you were.
Hold on.
Yeah, you were, Jim.
But here is my thing. A company can do whatever they want. They can fire you if they feel like you are ruining their reputation.
Free speech is free from getting prosecuted by the government.
I do believe in his right to say a shitty, nasty joke.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to partake in this like, get him off there, get him out of there. No. Because when it was done to people on the other side, we preach, hey, this is wrong. We don't do this. We can't then flip the bill and go like, it's happening to you now, I support it. Like, no. Got to keep that tone through the whole thing.
Absolutely. It's got to go both ways, but it doesn't.
No,
We're
it doesn't.
the only people standing up for free speech and really meaning it. They only mean free speech when it's something they agree with, and we don't. But if it's something we believe in and they don't, they want to cut your throat for it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in anybody's speech I don't believe in hate speech. I'll just say it. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
Speech is just speech.
Right. You can say some hateful shit.
That's right. You can say some hateful shit, but it's not. Now, there are laws against inciting violence. There's laws against certain things like that, but not for the speech. And you're right. The companies, if I own a company and one of my employees says some crazy shit, you out of there, dog.
Yeah.
And I have every right to do that because I'm your employer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll fire you. I'll fire your ass real quick.
Just like with Alex Jones. Like, he has his own platform, but they deplatformed him from YouTube, everything, every single thing. That's why you don't see him anywhere.
When when we were kids, we first started hearing about this guy. We were like young teenagers.
Who? Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Jones. I thought he was the craziest dude I ever heard in my life.
I still think he is.
I think he is, but it's crazy how much he gets right.
Yeah. He just says so much shit.
It makes me uncomfortable that some of this stuff is correct. That Bohemian Grove shit, that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Now, it could be just a bunch of, latent homosexuals in high places going out there to chant and do.
Isn't that what Richard Nixon said about it?
Richard, what?
Richard Nixon.
Yeah, that's what he said. But it's the furtiest damn thing I ever seen.
Yeah.
What Watergate?
You wanna look? I want to show you something because I just found it on. Play this little clip of. We got all off the Enoch topic, but we can go back. I just wanted. Where did I save it at?
Can't see it.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up on the big screen.
Pull it up there, JR.
Jamie.
See if you can bring that up, Jamie.
Well, I said I was gonna, and I lied.
That young man in that picture staring at me, I don't like.
That's a woman named Maud Wagner. Thank you.
Franz Wagner?
Legendary.
That's a basketball player.
Oh, should we start with this one? So this popped up today. Some Australian tattoo artist thought it would be... Oh, that ain't it.
That ain't it, my boy.
Some Australian tattoo artist...
Here we go.
Made this Charlie Kirk tattoo. How do I blow it up?
Yeah. Blow it up.
Blow it up. Australian tattooist loses job over vile ink mocking Charlie Kirk's death. And they blurred it out, but I'm assuming there's just tons of blood coming from his neck.
Yeah, it would appear that way.
Pretty f***ed up, Chubbs.
Yep. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Oh, and it says thoughts and prayers.
That's even worse, man.
Why would you have such a thing permanently marked on you?
Well, from a tattoo artist perspective, you guys are fucking weirdos.
Oh yeah, no,
so many people I know that are tattoo artists are out of there, dude.
Yeah.
They're being countercultural because they want to be.
Yeah.
Just because it's the most edgy, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of like shock
here,
culture, like Satanist stuff that, and it's all just to be like, oh, I did something naughty.
Yeah. That's real strange to me, dog.
Pretty lame.
It's real strange to me.
It's pretty lame. Like,
it is.
Say it with your chest,
Yeah,
if you are a Satanist, go out in the woods with a robe on, like. Just wear a pentagram you got from Hot Topic.
Yeah, I mean, optimally, don't be a Satanist.
Yeah, I would advise against it. Can't be.
Not good for your soul.
There's a lot of...
not good for your image either.
There is tons of propaganda going around about Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
This is... I love when they try to build some kind of like story off of people, like connecting dots that are like, okay... So this is what everyone's pissed about her. Like, ooh, look what she is. She was Miss Arizona 2012 for Trump's Miss USA pageant. Okay, first of all, for the Miss USA pageant, which is the biggest pageant, and Trump does happen to own it, but it's kind of a funny way to word it. Trump's Miss U.
Yeah, it is? Okay, bro.
So everyone who ever competed in the contest was Trump's,
Hey, I agree. It should be a crime to be that hot. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Her mom worked for the Department of Homeland Security.
She's a gorgeous woman. Inside and
By the way, gorgeous woman.
Inside and out.
Dude, her eyes are insane.
Yeah.
Those things will cut through.
How Charlie
a man's
pulled
soul.
that down, I don't know, bro.
I mean, he was 6'5".
She's a devout. So what? 6'7". You ever hear the kids say that? That just made me.
Yes.
My kids have been going around saying that nonstop.
It's a song.
Can't.
You know that, right?
No.
Oh, dude, it's a horrible song.
I didn't.
Yeah, go home and make your kids stop listening to it. Caleb
don't even know where it came from.
No, Caleb was saying it in the car. It's weird how that just goes to all the schools.
Yeah.
We did. We had the same shit.
Where were we at?
Her mom worked for the Department of Homeland Security and has ties to the Department of Defense. Ooh.
1 million people have ties to the Department of Defense.
Yeah, how many people work for the Department of Defense?
Yeah, a bunch.
She was a millionaire before marrying Kirk and now has amassed his fortune and media
she didn't marry him for
empire.
The money. She married him because they had the similar beliefs.
Well, I mean, I won't even speak
Catholic.
on that.
He's a Protestant. She's a devout Catholic.
All that is irrelevant. What are you
still
trying?
Have the same.
What does this mean, though? What does the? Oh, gotcha. People are saying. People are saying she is one of the most powerful women in America, and fans are even encouraging her to run vice president in 2028.
Who wrote this?
Some idiot, I'm sure.
What publication?
Some woke. It's not a publication. It's an Instagram post.
Oh, somebody had to have.
But what I'm only not referencing this single thing. It's just that I've seen a lot of this stuff. Like this is the stuff that's getting passed around.
It's his wife. What does she have to do with anything?
They're saying Vance is going
to
be.
I vote for J.D. Vance.
Yeah, I've been learning stuff about him.
Hey, bro, I'm not Nick Fuentes. I don't hate
Nick Fuentes.
I don't hate J.D. Vance.
I thought you were Nick Fuentes. You act just like him.
I look like him, yeah, for sure.
No. I feel like you have the same beliefs as Nick Fuentes.
Absolutely not.
Well, you're both Catholic.
Yeah, but I'm really Catholic. Catholic.
Nick Fuentes, where did you even get that from? No, J.D. Vance, dude. He has these strong. I didn't get this from Nick Fuentes, okay? I got this from some other idiot.
What I'm saying is that I heard this idiot say that the other day.
Look, J.D. Vance has
didn't they blame this killing on like his followers? They call him groypers, apparently. I don't even know what that is.
J.D. Vance he came out of the tech world, like in the Silicon Valley world.
Yeah.
And his big ties to what's that? Palantir and not Peter Thiel. Yes, Peter Thiel. But also who's the other one? Yeah. He's a Christian.
I don't know.
He's a Christian, Tyler.
Maybe he is.
If he likes butt stuff, that's between him and Jesus.
That's right, though.
Anyways, who's the other guy that people are saying is remember I sent you that video, the guy asking ChatGPT who the Antichrist was going to be, and it was,
Oh yeah.
What was the guy's name? It was like his initials were AB, I think. Very, very rich, like Elon Musk type figure. He's the guy that owns or started OpenAI. Anyways, JD Vance, well connected with that guy. I'm just saying, I'm a little scared of this AI shit and who's ushering it out and what their intentions are.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it.
And so when you are birthed out of that realm, I'm just going to be a little skeptical. I like the guy. I love listening to him talk. He seems very down to earth, very normal.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Both can be true.
Yeah.
He can be a good family man who came from a shitty upbringing, but also is connected to, the Antichrist.
No.
Okay. Maybe not the Antichrist.
The Antichrist ain't coming from J.D. Vance.
Okay? No, that's not. No.
The Antichrist is
That's not what I'm saying.
From Islam. It's coming from somewhere
That's what I'm
overseas.
saying. All I'm saying
Maybe
is
the Jews. It's probably coming from the Jews. And don't get me wrong. Don't make me that guy that.
What did you just say?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Get out of here. I don't have your kind of
J-word.
people on my podcast.
Said the J word, dude. I
knew you were Nick Fuentes. I knew
in
it.
a conservative Christian household. You know that.
Yeah, you
don't
love
speak.
Jews,
you
man.
don't speak anything ill of the Jews ever. You gotta just follow blindly whatever they do as a government, bro.
If you know what's good for you.
They quote these verses all the time. A lot of
Talmud?
Baptists do. I mean, out of the Old Testament. That like, if you bless Israel, you'll be blessed. That's not talking about the now. When they denied Christ, they are no longer God's people. They're not.
Well,
why would they be? I always
they don't even believe in Jesus.
They don't even believe he was a prophet. Even Islam believes he was a prophet.
They even have scriptures that say like Jesus was. I'm not saying this, God. Jesus was a dog.
Yes.
Like he is less than a dog.
He was boiling in a certain substance that I will not mention.
What?
Yeah.
Say it, because I want to know what it is.
I can't do it.
Spell it.
I can't.
He's boiling?
He's boiling in a pot of
semen?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what they said. That's in their text, yes.
Jamie, pull that up. Oh man,
I can't even say it.
I'm gonna chat GPT it.
Let's
let's fact check it. I'm not saying you're lying. I just want to see what it actually says.
Go for it.
I don't doubt that at all, actually. Because
I wouldn't.
There's some. I wouldn't if I was you. All I'm saying is, man, I'm just starting to be very skeptical of the entire. I'm not starting to, but the whole every figure that makes it that high in office, look, Trump obviously I felt like was going to do more good than Kamala Harris would for the sake of American citizens. And
obviously.
Possibly recovering what we have left of an economy.
You would have to be a damn fool to vote for her.
Yeah. I mean, mostly because even if you like her, you're not actually voting for her. Mm-hmm. The woman can't even finish a complete sentence unless it's on a teleprompter.
She's not even, I don't know what her ethnic background is. I know her mother is an Indian.
Yeah.
Her mother is an Indian with like a full,
That's true.
I
think that's mostly true.
Man. It is true.
I think so.
It is true. I've seen it. I know her. She calls me at home. We talk,
We talk about Ganesh.
She gives me the Baba Ganesh or whatever.
Baba Ganesh, the fucking Shiva Madliva.
Yeah.
All right, so is there what would the word be? Scripture?
Yeah.
Scripture.
Or verse in Jewish scripture.
Or verse.
I don't know if it's in
about
the Talmud.
Jesus boiling. This is insane. ChatGPT is going to be like, yes, he's on the right track. Verse about
I hope not. If they're wanting me to be on some track, I don't want to be on that track, dog.
Oh, me either, dog. Boiling in hell. I'm just going to say boiling in hell. I don't want to say the word semen.
Yeah, please don't.
No, there is no scripture or verse in the Bible.
Not the Bible.
Hold on. Well, it's definitely not going to tell me if somebody else said it.
Not the Bible. It's either in the Talmud or that thing that the Kabbalah is.
Oh, that one's scary, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that like the book of magic for them?
Something like that. It's like Jewish mysticism.
Jewish scripture say negative things about Jesus. That's a thoughtful question. The answer depends on what you mean by Jewish scripture.
Okay, so it's confirmed. It is,
yeah.
it's definitely
Hold
there.
on. Let me derail you for a second.
It says it's in the Babylonian Talmud.
Contain
Still says
Babylonians?
It's what it. No, it says the Babylonian Talmud.
What is that's a different Talmud?
Specifically, Tractate Gittin 57a.
Oh, here we go.
Within Jewish tradition, not the Hebrew Bible, the Talmud passage, punishment of figure. So it is in the Talmud, the Tanakh. Bible, the Hebrew Bible. That's like what the Jewish Bible is. Including the Talmud, rabbinic discussions containing figures being punished and boiling excrement. Yeah, it does say that.
So some texts mention a figure called Yeshu.
Yeah.
Who was executed. Well, it says like
Jesus.
it's debated whether or not this is actually about
By
Jesus.
who? The
Who was executed for leading people astray. But historians argue whether this refers to Jesus of Nazareth or another person with a similar name. A few medieval references, sometimes censored out in printed editions, portray Yeshu negatively as someone associated with sorcery or false teaching.
For sure, for sure.
Jewish scripture doesn't mention Jesus.
It just did. it literally just did. Get out of my face with that crap, bro. Why don't they just admit these things? I've seen so many videos going. At first it said no, and then when you went into it, it did say it.
Yeah, but it's like, but I mean, it does, but we don't know.
Well, technically, it's very complicated part of Jewish mysticism. It's not even part of it, really. Don't even look into it. It's not worth it. It does say it, but it doesn't say it.
You sound like Dan Bilzerian right now. I just want you.
Dude, I ain't got nothing against the Jewish people. I don't. I think them as a country have every right to defend themselves and their people. But what I don't think they have the right to do is genocide people.
Yeah.
I don't.
And nobody.
Look, I'm going to tell you right
right
now, bro, and this may be controversial. You're going to hear me say that a lot.
Just stop saying it.
But
say the controversial
thing. I have
thing.
to preface it. But anyway, yeah, I am not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Islam. I'm not.
Not a big fan.
Look, not all Muslims are evil, but all of Islam is evil by what it is. That's just a fact. Well, religion of peace. Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Be so
piece
for real.
Of shit. Maybe.
Did you hear about the shooting that happened in Dallas this morning at the ICE facility?
Heard about that. I didn't see any details.
I didn't either, so let's watch it together. Because I did see some, interesting
evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature. Again, this is just the most recent example of this type of attack. This will be a whole of government response. There will be no resource not utilized to bring all those individuals who are early evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter.
Okay, so this seems to be a common thing now, that every time somebody murks some fools over political stuff, they write things on their rounds.
I don't know if it started with that Catholic school shooting in Minnesota.
That's the first time I feel like it publicly was acknowledged.
It's the first time I heard it. Maybe one of the other transgender shooters did that. I can't remember if they did or not.
And now is it every mass shooting since then? I mean, we'd have to look into that, but
maybe not every single one, but every main one like this.
Everyone that hits the news, and is pumped. And
every shooting that killed Charlie Kirk was. That's for sure.
That's
a fact.
That's true. That might be the one true thing about the story of the guy who killed or whoever killed.
Dude, I don't know what.
Have you seen the stuff about that? Stuff's wild. Okay. supposedly, the rifle that the guy used to kill Charlie Kirk was his grandfather's World War I era Mauser. Have you seen the photo of the rifle that was released to the public?
They didn't. Did they even have that caliber in World War I?
Maybe it's World War II.
World War II.
Who I heard talking about it may have got it wrong. Because I thought the same thing.
One hell of a gun.
But I think they did. No, they had Mausers in World War One.
Yeah, I know they had them in World War II. I don't know about World War One.
I'm pretty sure they did. But anyways, regardless.
No, they had Volkswagen.
It's okay. Let's say it was World War II. It's a 40s era 30-06.
Yeah.
But also the photo they released of the rifle looks like a synthetic stock, like Remington.
Yeah, it would be a wooden stock from that era.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Not only that, but it looked like a modern rifle.
If it's well maintained, that rifle will do the same thing it would do to a German back in those days.
Yes.
Or an American, I guess.
Yeah, if it was well maintained, yeah.
Let's say a Russian.
But also had a modern.
Nobody cries over spilt Russian.
It also had a modern scope on it. So, could you even mount a modern scope on a World War II era?
You would have
Mauser?
to buy mounting some kind of platform
Some
to
custom
put onto
shit.
it. Oh yeah.
All right, let's see.
If I'm not mistaken, it's just a bare barrel on top
rifle
with a sight in the back and a rear and front sights.
Used to kill
Bed bugs.
bed bugs.
That's what it said. Rifle used to kill bed bugs.
I didn't even know you could kill bed bugs with a rifle.
I'm sure you
All right,
could.
here it is. Dude,
that is
get
a rifle.
Out of here right now. You get the out of here with your nonsense, Mr. FBI or whoever. That
is a modern rifle.
That is a modern. I know five people with that in their closet. Yeah,
I got that rifle right now.
Yeah, that
looks like a Remington.
Every man in the South has this 30-06 in his closet right now.
A bolt-action rifle recovered near the scene where Charlie Kirk was fatally shot is seen in the photo obtained by the New York Post. Dude, the New York Post knows about as much about guns as... I mean, come on, dude. They don't know shit about guns.
Somebody pointed this out.
They probably... Yeah, that's way far back. That may cut your eye.
The safety won't even work. You know, it flips up. I don't think so, dude. This thing goes all the way down to like right here.
It would flip back.
No, it flips up that way, right? I'm pretty certain.
It flips straight up into the air. I've never seen a rifle with that kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's not possible. I've just never seen it.
But it's mounted weird. It's
number one, it's way, way too far back.
Yeah, look where that is over the bolt. It looks like it overhangs. Also, this. Okay, somebody said this the other day, and I was like, "That is a good point."
You shoot a 30-06 round that close to your eye.
Oh yeah, you finna get.
You're getting cut.
You're getting busted up, Jack. Yep.
Yeah.
Which, so, somebody made this point. Supposedly, he had the rifle broken down. They had to say this because they had to make sense for why when he was walking.
You can't break down a rifle like that and then put it back together
to make it fit in a backpack. To make it fit in a backpack. No, it would not. So listen. This is what we are told.
It's not how this works.
There's surveillance from like a ring camera of him walking down a street going to do this. You can't see the rifle. He's got a weird walk. They're like, oh, he's got it stuck down his pants. Like, maybe.
Could be.
Gets on the roof. Supposedly puts the rifle together. Fires the shot. One shot that kills Charlie Kirk at 200 yards. I'm not saying 200-yard shot isn't easy, but this keeps going on. Is that people act like a 200-yard shot from a roof of a building at a living person with thousands of people watching is the same as like, well, he did it at the practice. At the shooting range. Dude, your adrenaline would be pumping.
Yeah, exactly. How many did you know that, botched a shot like that? They were good in practice and botched a shot when it comes to something living and breathing. Can you imagine it being a human being?
So just people saying that it's like just anybody. Like, come on. There are other factors than just putting the bead on the guy.
This guy, it wasn't, I'm telling you, if this guy's the guy that did it, and I think he probably is, but I don't think it's gone. I think there's many more people involved.
Yeah, that's what I think.
There, at least that little twink boyfriend of his, or whatever it is involved at least.
Yeah.
But
Well, so he supposedly puts the rifle together on the roof, shoots Charlie Kirk, breaks the rifle down. And I can't remember the time. It was very short amount of time from the shot was fired to him coming off the back of the roof. So there's a time crunch there where he had to get the thing taken apart, stuck in his backpack, and then comes off the roof. And they had to say that because you can't see the rifle when he's coming off the roof. Find the rifle, put back together, meaning he had to have put the rifle back together in order to stash it for him to come back and get it later. And according to the messages, like he was gonna.
It was put together, right, when they found it? Or was it
that's supposedly it. But a question I was going to have, if you took that rifle apart, we know how touchy scopes can be. If you took that rifle apart, then put it back together, isn't there a chance that it's not going to be zeroed in anymore?
Number one,
I mean, I get it's mounted to the.
Take this apart without taking that scoop off of it.
Oh, they found a screwdriver on the roof, which pretty sure you need Allen wrenches as well.
Maybe, I don't know. I would have to see. It's possible you could take it apart, but it would take you a while to do.
There's a guy that did it. There's a guy.
You could do it.
I probably won't be able to show this on the YouTube channel, but guy breaks.
Why, when you typed in G, the first thing that came up was Gacy/John Wayne? Serial killer.
I don't know.
27 bars
I don't even know
in
who
the
that
basement,
is.
3 in the river.
Just kidding. Guy breaks down 30-06 rifle.
30 caliber.
Well, Rigel, whatever, same thing. Yeah, here it is. I think this is the one.
Healthy bone, saved lives.
Is that possible?
No, that isn't possible. You know how many animals I've shot with a 30-06? Dozens. I've never had one not pass through it.
Is this the one where there's one guy, he does it. He times himself. Well, shit, I don't know, brother. I don't want to spend the whole time.
There wasn't an exit wound?
No. Okay, that's some new information. All right, so
Let me tell you something, bro. No.
His best buddy, Charlie Kirks, like the guy he started the company with, right?
Yeah.
He's like his CEO, whatever the hell he was. He came out because he wanted to speak against all the hearsay that's going on online that there was no exit wound. So he reached out to the surgeon who did surgery on Charlie Kirk. Surgeon told him it was a miracle. Charlie's bones were like steel. It stopped the 30-06 round, and thank God it did, because the people behind him would have been killed too.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly what would happen.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. That's soft tissue.
Yeah.
Even if it hit the spine, it wouldn't.
That's one little.
Like butter. 200 yards is not. There is very little power loss at that range.
Yeah.
Going through somebody's neck. Now, if it went into the body somewhere and traveled around and ended up out of his neck,
right,
that would make more sense. But even then, it's still an exit wound.
No, dude, it don't make sense.
But, I mean, it's possible for bullets to bounce around and be embedded. Obviously. But this is a different thing here.
Yeah, that's a 30-06 round. That's a hefty round. That thing blows through shit.
People are like, it's only used for hunting. Bro, you know in World War II, the BAR, it's a fully automatic 30-06 round. You know how many Japanese and Germans that were killed with that round?
This idea that certain guns are for certain things, like, or only for certain things, like, it comes from that same liberal notion that, like, AR-15s are weapons of war. Any weapon can be a weapon of war, you f***ing moron.
What do they call ARs? I can't remember what they called it. Assault rifle. Yeah. I mean,
assault.
It's Armalite
It'll
rifle.
assault you.
It's Armalite rifle.
Yeah.
Give me a freaking break, man. Yeah, this is
a lot of weird details, man. It doesn't make any sense, which when it happened, I knew none of it would.
That is pure poppycock, son.
It's wild, right?
It is fabricated. It's nonsense.
But see, to the average citizen who doesn't hunt, who doesn't have any firearm experience, yeah, what? I mean, bullet gets stopped by bone. What's the big deal?
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't ask any questions.
One guy demonstrated what his 30-06 round. Now, look, I don't think he shot it at 200 yards, and I was criticizing that, but it still shot through like 4 or 5 center block walls.
Yeah.
You know? So,
100%.
But Charlie was blessed with steel bones. I think the man quoted, he was like Superman.
He must be Superman.
He'd have to be.
If your bones
or Wolverine.
Are made of steel. Yeah. How many gallons of milk does he drink a day? You would see him every time he was around just with a
if I owned a milk company,
yeah,
that'd be my endorsement.
He's my guy. Got milk with a little milk mustache.
Bones of steel, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
You look like a tattoo just then. No. Apparently, they're proposing doing a Charlie Kirk coin next year. You want to see what it would look like?
Yeah, I see it.
I'll show you.
This is so tragic.
I know.
So senseless.
I know. Okay, well, let's speak on that because I really did want to touch on that on here. Was that what were your emotions going through this? Because I was, for 3 or 4 days, emotionally wrecked.
Yeah.
It hit me. And I told Casey, I was like, if you'd have told me before he got assassinated, hey, what would you think if Charlie Kirk got assassinated? I'd be like, well, that's horrible. But I never would have thought it would impact me in a way that literally just depressed me for 4 days. And it's more than just him. It's more than just it happening to him. But I think the reason it's what it represents. Yeah. And it's the reaction to a man being senselessly murdered in front of his wife and children, in front of thousands of people. But also the fact that he was such, it's funny they spew all this bullshit. He was this hateful person. I've actually watched full-length clips of him or videos of him.
I have to have watched almost everything he's ever put out. Never once.
No.
Never.
No.
That's not what he
Even
was.
in like a heated debate,
yeah.
He doesn't like call names. He doesn't like, nothing is hateful. It's just him going, look, no, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And because his argument always was because they'd be like, don't you understand that like telling a trans person that they're doing the wrong thing or that they're not right, that's hate? No. And he was like, no, I do it out of love.
Yeah, out of love.
If you were my sister and you were wearing something I thought was hideous and you're about to go out in public, I would tell you because I love you and I don't want people to make fun of you. I would, out of love, I would say, hey.
Yeah, for sure. Especially my sister. Hey, bro, don't go out like that.
Don't do that.
You're also representing me and the family. Dude, I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm more than a grown man.
More than one?
I'm talking about age-wise.
Oh, you are.
But also more than the average man. I'm that manly. Anyway.
Got more testosterone in my blood than the average man.
Well, my last doctor's appointment proved that. But anyway, I was in shock when it happened.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't understand why somebody would do that.
Yeah.
And then everything started coming out about it. And 3 hours later after it happened, I was crying.
I cried
for his wife and
times.
His children and for this nation. I cried. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. To see a good man, a martyr for America and a martyr for
a future president.
A future president for sure. But a martyr for Christ.
But you know,
and that shows you, the Bible's always said that. Jesus said it himself. Blessed are you when you're persecuted and when they lie about you and when they come to kill you. They will hate you because they hated me first. And that's why. And it was all the apostles except for John were all martyred horribly. Heads cut off. Peter was crucified upside down.
Upside down, yeah.
I mean, and they went willingly. All they had to do was renounce it. And for the first 1,000 years of Christianity, martyrs were everywhere. They would kill them, and they all went willingly, gladly to their death. That's another thing about people that deny that he really rose from the dead. They saw him. Thousands of people saw him.
They're willing to die.
They were willing to die. Nobody's willing to die for a lie, especially if they know.
No,
better.
they come to their senses once. Yeah.
Absolutely. When you're getting thrown to the animals, the lions and the gladiators.
Well, I say that, but jihadis blow themselves up, so.
Yeah, they're going to get their 72 virgins. I wouldn't want to go to their heaven.
Yeah, 72 women?
Yeah, read into that.
Have you ever tried to entertain one? And
dude, I've been entertaining one for the last 14 years. And it's difficult enough.
Yeah.
Especially, after all those years. But
Plus, imagine 72 menstrual cycles synced up.
oh, they don't have that in heaven, bro. Don't you know?
They don't.
And you have a perpetual hard on in heaven. That's the only thing that you have up there. You got a hard on for
So you're
eternity.
18 for life.
For eternity, yes. Yeah, you're 15 for
It's not a bad deal.
life. It's a very bad deal. I would hate that.
You want to see what trending on TikTok for liberal women right now? To show RFK who's boss.
Taking Tylenol, but oh my!
Pregnant women taking Tylenol. I guess to prove RFK wrong. I don't know. Damn, she's gonna eat the whole bottle. I just love how catty they do it. Oh, damn, she about threw up. Girl can't even take one pill. I just love how, like, funny they think they are.
Do you think I care about what you're doing?
Doesn't have a degree in science, healthcare.
I care about your children, not you.
They don't.
That's the point.
And was
I do.
addicted to heroin for 14 years. Yeah, I'll trust my doctors who have their degree.
Yeah, because they don't have any motivation.
Well, is
to
this
get
surprising
you on
at
these
all?
medications.
You know, they argue that, hey, it's cool to kill your baby. Why not take Tylenol and
Don't
give it
get
autism?
me started. That's
No,
how
let's don't.
the
Let's don't.
demonic stuff gets
No.
into this world. I will talk about it because I want to. I want to say this: abortion is
Say it.
evil. It's evil.
Say it with your
They're
chest.
literally tearing apart your children in the womb, and they're laughing.
Yeah.
They
Actually,
love
it's
it.
grosser
It's
than that.
demonic.
It's actually grosser than that.
It's
Charlie Kirk
demonic.
actually was arguing with somebody. He's like, have you ever seen an abortion? Do you know? And they're like, no.
I tried to
and
watch
you
a
have?
video
And he's like,
of it.
yeah. And I think that everyone should, especially if you support it. But like they
100%.
inject like cyanide into its spinal cord and it starts like convulsing.
And
he's
it
like,
feels everything. It's painful.
no, it doesn't, dude. It's just a freaking embryo.
It's a human being. Even science says it.
Some
begins,
girl
life
said that to
begins at
Charlie Kirk.
conception.
Some girl said this to Charlie Kirk. He was like, he was like, so if it's not a baby, what is it? And she's like, it's an embryo. And
What
he was
kind
like,
of an embryo?
He was like, yeah, a human embryo. He's
Is
like,
that what he
was like,
said?
well, she was like, have you ever eaten an egg? Is an egg a chicken? And he said, you do know that's an unfertilized egg,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's true. That's very true. They lay them every day.
Right
I've got
over her
chickens
head.
at the house. They lay them every day.
Damn right.
Every day they lay my eggs.
Baby chicken.
And I eat their young. Slovenly, too. I'm a real egg guy lately. All that free protein that I get straight from my chicken's cloaca.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
That sounded like that
Don't
guy.
say
What's
that.
his name? He was the governor.
Chicken's cloaca.
He was the governor of Minnesota. What's his name? He was a Navy SEAL.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, Jesse. Hello, I'm Jesse Ventura, and I was a Navy SEAL. Now I live in the Baja, which is not a part of the continental United States. I was in Vietnam. Really, were you? That's right, I was in Vietnam.
I was on the last chopper out of Nam.
Oh, my God.
The Gulf of Tonkin.
The Gulf of Tonkin was perpetrated by the Emu people. They lived.
The United States Intelligence Services Agency caused
Homosexuality was a disease given to the American people by the government under Lyndon Baines Johnson. I know him personally.
Oh my!
That dude is insane.
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
How did he get elected governor of a state?
Well, wasn't it like Wisconsin,
It was Minnesota.
Minnesota? Even worse.
What's that town?
Look at Minnesota.
Yeah, in Minnesota, there's a town that's like 90% Muslim town.
Oh really?
Yeah, they have calls to prayer in the streets. This is in America. I think it's Elon Omar's
That would sound
district.
cool. You know, like you go out to check your mail and dude, have you ever heard that happening?
Yeah.
And dude, it's
I've never heard
in
it in
Istanbul, dude. No, me either. I would probably shit my pants. It sounds
you gotta get out of there.
terrifying, dude. Some guy I saw, he was traveling to Istanbul, and it was just being amplified through the streets, and it sounded like it had like this like apocalyptic sound to it. You want to listen to it? Let's listen to it.
Oh, bro, I don't want to see.
I just want to listen to it
I don't
right now.
hear this.
Yeah.
Why don't we do in America? Why don't we just blare Gregorian chant? 17 times a day.
Gregorian?
Yeah.
What is that?
Gregorian chant. You know what Gregorian
Gregory?
chant is? Pope Gregory?
What is that called? The thing they do? What's that?
Gregorian chant?
No, the prayer that...
It's a call to prayer. It's a Muslim call to prayer.
Istanbul call to prayer. There it is. Breathtaking call to prayer.
I doubt it.
Oh, brother.
Maybe.
Dude, imagine if you ate the mushrooms and you're walking around Istanbul and this...
Oh, they'd kill you. You're getting your head cut off. You're going to do something stupid.
I'm going to make this the new intro to my podcast.
No, dude, this is the intro to get into...
It's kind of sick. This needs to be like remixed into a metal song. And then just the drums come in, the bass. Dude, tell me that wouldn't go hard.
It'll get them hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll get hard for prayer, brother. That'll drop them to their knees, literally.
I've seen somebody do it. It's called making salat.
Making slop?
Making salat.
I've made slop a few times.
Oh, no, bro.
Yeah, brother.
They do it 5 times a day. It's called making salat.
What if I did every podcast with this in the background?
Oh, my God. They would think you were a propaganda for Chechnya or some shit.
Hey, it might help me blow up the channel.
Yeah,
you know, they're like,
blow up,
this
all
guy.
right. They'll blow you up. You're going to have a bomb in that mic.
Blow up
dog.
a backpack.
You're going to have a bomb in that mic, yeah.
Oh, man. This is beautiful.
Please turn this shit off. It's
making me really uncomfortable.
Making me a nervous wreck.
I'm just trying to prepare you, brother. This is what America will be.
You can prepare me like that 30-06, though, 'cause that's what I'm going to do.
You can take me apart, put me back
That's
together,
right.
take
Turn
me apart
on,
again.
Turn me loose.
Take your grandpa's rifle and
I would.
stick it up your ass.
I'll take my rifle and take my chances with these.
That was
Very
beautiful.
nice and
I don't know
grounded people.
what your problem is. That is
Horrifying. Horrifying.
All right, what's a gregarian?
It's not gregarious. It's
a gregarian.
Agrarian?
Agrarian.
Agrarian?
Aquarium.
Agrarian's like
The
an
aquarium
agricultural
prayer.
society. What the hell are you talking about?
What were you talking about? A Gregorian prayer?
Gregorian chant.
Gregorian chant.
Yes, Gregorian chant.
Oh, man. This podcast has gone off the hook.
It was like the only
rails.
classic, like, timeless Christian music I could think of. Now, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I would definitely trip mushrooms to this.
No, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I'd be afraid God's going to punish me.
No, I'm going to talk to God. I want to ask him some
I talk
questions.
to him all the time, but I'm not doing it.
Well, I
in
didn't say it was the
person.
only way.
The only time I'm doing it in person is when the roll is called up yonder. That's beautiful. I could sleep to that. I thought you had a loose loon in here.
This is the part of the podcast where we put people to sleep. These are Icaros, Amazonian Icaros.
An egg roll?
Egg roll.
Ichiro?
Amazonian egg roll.
Ichiro Suzuki?
I think that's
in
what
it?
you call a
DMT
South American
and
man's
grub?
penis is Amazonian egg roll. It is beautiful.
No.
It's usually better when it's a woman. This is a man's voice.
Dude, I could literally do that right now.
Do it. Get your fucking rain shaker maker and get your
I don't even need it.
what's the Australian thing?
The didgeridoo. Yes, that's the didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo, if you ask me.
No shit, bro.
This isn't even an Icaro.
It sounds like Irish folk music, but it's
I
not.
like it.
I think it's Norse.
Dude, I like that shit. The like Irish woman doing the I don't even know what you
it
call
does something in here. It makes me ready for battle.
It makes my ball sacks tingle.
It gets
Both
me ready
of
for
them.
battle. Both sacks.
Yeah, both sacks.
Two
I was
sacks.
born with 2 sets of balls.
It's like a nightmare. Please get this shit off here. What are you doing?
I am channeling the
What's he doing to it? He looks like he's
finger.
working it while he's doing it. Stupid as shit. Man. What are you doing? It's like a Jew harp, but
Jew harp.
you know what a Jew harp is, don't you?
You're so racist.
That little down, little down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Jew
I
harp.
thought that was a Nick Fuentes thing. You
That dude's got some wild ideas. Man.
Yeah, he does.
I can't get behind it.
A lot of people do get behind him.
Well, I can't. No way, dude.
I think some of it's funny, but
yeah, some of it's
he's
hilarious.
Definitely
if
trolling
people weren't
people.
believing it.
Definitely trolling people.
Yeah, this guy. Get low this guy. Oh, this guy right here.
So, have you heard of the Seed Wars?
No. What
Never
is
heard
that?
of the
Somebody
seed war?
trying to outbreed somebody?
No, dude, it's what trees do when they get angry with one another.
My seeds for my nuts.
So, to go back to the book of Enoch, there is a whole line of theory. It basically seed war referring to this lineage that was passed down from Abel. All right, so I'm gonna give you the gist of it, the jizz of it, and then I'm going to
I prefer you not.
just a little off
Just
the tip, and then I'm gonna play.
Where else would it come?
I'm gonna play this guy. I think I sent it to you. You probably didn't listen to it because you suck. But I sent you a clip from Sam Tripoli's podcast, or not. I sent you the whole
That
podcast.
might be why I didn't listen to it, because it's Sam Tripoli.
I understand that. So I cut out all the bullshit and just left some meat and potatoes for you to get an idea of what this guy's proposing. But I'll go ahead and tell you his theory, not his theory, but piggybacks on this theory.
Of course not. Somebody else.
Yeah, some guy.
No,
but
some guy he found on Santa Monica Boulevard wandering the streets at 3 o'clock in the morning that's homeless.
no, this guy's a Southerner, actually.
I didn't say he didn't come from the South, but that's where he is. Everybody
He's
moves
there.
to California, bro.
Living off Finney, the Finney Wop. Anyways,
Living off
confetti.
No, not confetti.
No, this ain't confetti, brother. So the gist of it is that when Eve got, all right, so hold on. All right, so the whole forbidden fruit, the tree of knowledge, that is all an allegory. That in the Bible, many times it refers to trees, branches, roots. It refers to this lineage using allegories about trees, leaves. I mean, it's like he showed tons of references where like this is a common theme in the Bible.
I know several off the top of my head.
Yeah, and
It's all talking about how a tree works. It's not talking about that.
well, anyways, he thinks
Swing
that
and a miss.
the whole tree of knowledge thing, that what it's speaking of is that the serpent.
Let's get it right. It was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
There you go, knowledge of good and evil. That it wasn't Eve taking this fruit from this tree and eating it. That it was all an allegory, that she was tempted by the serpent, Satan, to sleep with him. She got impregnated by him. She then
Cain?
then had sex with Adam, and she conceived 2 children. And it was Cain and Abel. Cain was a descendant of Satan, was this fallen angel lineage. Abel was of God's creation. He was, or man's creation. He was Adam's son.
Made in the image of God, it would be God's creation.
That's where this like, oh, what's that called? Where it's like the battle of good and evil. But that's where this all starts. So I'll let him describe it. It's not real long, but it's pretty interesting. Not saying I believe it, but man, when he breaks it down, you're like, okay. I mean, I could definitely see that.
I sure as hell don't.
Good. I mean, I love that video too.
Thought that was
But yeah, I was just talking about how throughout the Bible I showed all those verses to show that.
Damn it!
Is that me?
Symbology?
Yeah, it's you,
'Cause
brother. I
think it might
recorded
be-
you on our last phone
So I
call.
think it might be me.
How do I rewind?
I swear I thought I was talking for a second.
That was you. I fooled you. I'm trying to rewind to this. Back to the beginning.
We can skip it.
Oh, here we go.
Clip it. That's great. Go ahead.
I mean, I love that video too. But yeah, I was just talking about how throughout the Bible I showed all those verses to show that symbology and the allegory of trees and branches is used of Satan, and it's also used of family lines and lineages. So I wanted to just kind of lay that out before we jump straight into the meat of the matter of the Garden of Eden. So we come into the Garden of Eden, and we have Adam and we have Eve, and the story goes that Eve bit into this apple, and they ate this apple, and then all of a sudden, like, they got consciousness. They realized they were naked, and this was the knowledge of good and evil, and this is what got them kicked out of the garden. But when you go back and you read it, it says that Eve partook of this tree, and the Hebrew word there where it says eat, if you look at that, the Hebrew language can have many different meanings, and so it says that she ate that same word many times in the Old Testament, and New Testament also. It translates to enjoys. So Eve partook of this tree, and she enjoyed. And then it says, then she went to her husband, and he too enjoyed.
Pause it for a second.
I don't like the way he says enjoyed.
What I'm saying,
dude?
100%.
What are you saying?
Pause it for a
I'm
second.
trying, but
I'm saying that I think
Ain't
this is
trying. Did you get it?
yeah.
Word. All right. First of all, this was before humans were reproducing. They didn't start doing that till after the fall. Okay? So, I'm not saying, Brother Billy Bob over here, is lying to you, but he's mistaken. He's lying to you.
I think what he's insisting is that this all happened coinciding, that this is when the fall happened and when the children were born, was after the fall because of... All right, just hear it out real quick, and then
God says
we'll go over it.
you'll have to till the land. You'll have to, because in the garden they didn't have to work.
Yeah.
And he says, now you'll bring forth fruit from your your womb,
yes,
and it will cause you
He
great
actually
pain.
gets into that. And like just looking at it from another perspective.
a sexual act.
Damn, dude, that's what I thought you were getting into.
And here's the proof of the pudding, guys, okay? And like I said, I done laid it out for you. There's no denying that Satan was described as a tree in multiple passages. And all the branches and all that kind of stuff is allegory and symbolism for genealogies and lineages. Okay, so now we looked at the cause and effect.
Jump.
After she partakes of this tree and enjoys, she then goes to her husband, and he enjoys. What? So two seeds were germinated during that interaction. Well, then after this happens, what do?
Wouldn't it be the snake enjoyed?
They cover their reproductive organs.
Whoa.
Yeah. So And I had somebody tell me a story when they were first explaining this idea to me. Dr. Joy Pugh, shout out to her. But she said, growing up, she said, my mother was really strict about sweets before dinner. She said, we knew we were not to eat cookies and sweets before dinner. She said, but every once in a while, she said, when my mother would sneak out of the kitchen, me and my sister would climb up on the refrigerator and steal some cookies. She said, we'd try to hurry up and eat them before she came in. She said, well, one time we got caught. And she said, she walked in the room and busted us. She said, you know what we done? She said, the first thing we done. She said, we covered our mouth. Because that's where the sin was. That's where the transgression was. That's what we wanted to hide.
So they covered it up because
because they got weird,
Xavier's
man.
retarded.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty telling. And then she,
retarded.
Yeah, they're retarded, but
Hey, bro.
I feel like you haven't listened to all of the. It's not like just this one thing. He keeps showing like where
There's several
in
problems.
this context, a lot of this shit could go that way.
No, there's several problems right off the bat. One I've already mentioned, but also
I don't see how that
enjoy.
enjoy.
That's been known
He's
to
referring
be
back to
eating-
Greek,
to eat.
not English.
That didn't even come from that language.
Greek.
didn't even
Actually,
come
it's
from the
argued
Greek
that Greek
language.
was earlier than the Hebrew language, but
They weren't speaking it because they weren't in that region.
it wasn't written by them.
What do you mean? It was
Adam and Eve
written
didn't
by
write
Jews.
these stories.
No, but they're languages. They're languages. It was written up sometime after, but it's ancient.
No, I know the story is, but
No, even
but we're
being
talking about
written
the
down.
earliest written text. But even if it was Hebrew,
Those texts would be long gone because they're thousands of years old.
actually, I think the New Testament, if I'm not incorrect,
It's
the
2,000
earliest
years old.
version of the New Testament is Greek language. I think the earliest
Well,
written documents.
Well, at the time of Jesus, in this area, Hebrews spoke Aramaic as their primary language. They also spoke Hebrew because religiously that's what their texts were written in, and they spoke Greek to do trade because it was a Roman-controlled territory. So they did. We know
So
that
you're
Jesus
just saying
spoke
that
3 languages.
you're saying that he's wrong. It doesn't. It because they do have multiple meanings.
Oh, of
a lot of
course they
Hebrew
do.
words.
Of course they do.
So you're saying one of them isn't enjoy?
No, what he's
enjoyed?
doing is he's making allegory where it doesn't need to be. Why in the world would it be talking about sex
there's-
when it's talking about eating a fruit?
But there's tons of allegories in the Bible that
Not
are.
when it comes to this. This is simple. Not everything has 37 meanings. Sometimes.
But also, why would it
eat
be a
means eat.
tree?
Fruit grows on trees.
Yeah, but why would I mean? I've always been like,
Where are you gonna get?
it's just all sounds like a fantasy story. It's weird, like this. Like, why is it a tree? Like, it always seemed trivial to me. Like, why was there this fruit that would give you this knowledge?
God uses a lot of these things. We know. I mean, we know from just basic fact that the human race comes from one man and one woman.
saying that it is an allegory to begin with.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
These things.
It's held that you can either take that story literally or figuratively. I don't know how you could, but I mean, I'd take that story for what it is. We know that there was one female human, one male human that made all of us at one point.
Right.
So that's just, they didn't have any knowledge of that. So many other places just say, oh, they come out of the ground, or, you know, they come from here or there. That's the only one that makes sense. And also, when we're,
And
we're
by the way,
talking
I'm not.
about
I'm
trees,
just arguing for the sake of like, could it be interpreted that way? And when he
If
breaks
you're
down
insane.
all the, I don't think it's that. But that's the thing. You haven't listened to like when he breaks down all these allegories. Like you could easily see that like it could go both ways,
you could make
especially
anything
if you do it.
seem like anything.
Okay,
if you
but I could say that about
allegorize
the
it
official
correct way.
version too, though, right?
It's
Right.
it's the most common thing. It's the most common sense thing about it. Not everything has to be secrets and codes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
But a
things
lot
are just what
is
they
in the
are.
Bible.
Sometimes they are, but it's indicated of when they are and when they're not. Trees, for example, it talks about the roots. We know roots from trees are what holds it strong, what feeds it.
Right.
We know that the trunk is what keeps it upright. We know that branches become tender and leaves form and the fruits come from there. It's all that makes sense. And Jesus using it a lot in the New Testament. about it talks about the Gentiles being grafted into the branches of the tree of Jews, and now they're making the fruit. And it talks about,
but don't you see
taking
you're
the
basically
Jews out
making
of it
the
and
argument?
grafting in.
But you're showing that in the Bible it is used
but
as
what
an
I'm
allegory
saying is
over
it's-
and over
but
and
what
over
I'm
again.
saying is it's saying what it means while it's doing it.
Not always.
In one form or another, it is.
Well, he
What I'm
shows a
saying.
bunch of
This dude,
examples of where it wasn't, and
name
he's like,
something that you want it to mean. Something crazy off the wall that story could mean. I guarantee you I could make it sound like that.
okay,
I'll
but
take
could
the
you make it
meanings.
seem like that
I'll
over
twist
and over
meanings.
again with
Yes,
every
I'll twist
with
meanings.
Cain and Abel with
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because there's recurring themes in the Bible. I can twist it and make it feel and make them say
But
whatever
it is kind
I
of
want 'em
funny
to.
that you were trying to prove wrong that it's an allegory for something, but you were showing how many times it was used as an allegory
What I'm
as
saying
a tree
is that,
over and over
no,
again.
it's not the allegory that I'm saying.
And that was
is
kind of his
wrong.
point. Was like,
What
we
I'm
know they do
saying-
this in the Bible.
What I'm saying is that these things are clear when they are allegories. You know when it's being used metaphorically and when it's not. It's pretty self-explanatory. We know that when Jesus says a parable of let's see, like a mustard seed, unless you have faith like a mustard seed, that type of thing, because it's the smallest seed in the garden, but when it's planted and it grows, it's the tallest. It's that.
But
that
you
makes
could take it
sense.
literal.
Why would you take it literal? You think your
Why
faith,
would you take
can
the
you
book
plant your
story
faith
in the
ground?
in the Garden of Eden literal?
Okay, then
Why would you
plant
take that
yourself-
literal?
Plant yourself.
That is
in
the same
ground.
logic.
Plant yourself in the ground. You said take
You're
it literal.
losing this argument.
You said take it literal. Plant yourself in the ground and see if you grow or
Look,
if you die.
we would have to get out the Bible and read more allegories about trees and then go like, look, did it refer to this as an allegory or did it just say it? And you feel like, well, obviously you should interpret that as an allegory because that would be the same exact argument for this one.
I would say you should interpret
obviously
it as
this one
the
was literal.
ancient Jews interpreted it. That's what I would say.
But you were just talking about how the Jews are wrong.
I didn't say the Jews were wrong. Nobody said that.
You
Nobody
said
said
the
that,
Israelites, the Israel government's evil, and we shouldn't believe a damn thing those bastards say.
Nobody said that. I did not say that. I hate to. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I said?
Nick
Well, if I
Fuentes.
did, I passed out for a second. I guess that's not what I said, dude.
I will say this, Tyler. You have a very knee-jerk reaction before you heard any of this to be like, this is f***ing ridiculous.
Because I don't need to. It
It's
is
'cause you-
ridiculous.
Okay. I mean,
is
it's a wild theory.
Thank you. Next question.
But damn,
Senator.
the Bible's full of wild shit. I mean, a man rose from the dead
Yeah.
and then ascended into heaven.
Yeah, there were eyewitnesses to that.
Like, so to be like, oh, this is too wild. Like, I don't know, man. I've heard a lot more wild shit than
well,
that.
we don't have any eyewitnesses to these things on down the line. Yeah,
But
the children weren't born until after
it's
this, so nobody
interesting-
could have seen it.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, literally, because it's the very beginning of Genesis. He starts showing, like, once again, with this tree, with this, not referring to the tree of knowledge of good and evil, but like other passages where it's using this allegory referring to like Abraham's descendants or this lineage of
Let me ask you a question.
of Abel.
What is more likely, that what he's saying is true, or they're using trees as allegories because it was a common thing and it was the ancient world? Everybody could understand these things because everybody sees trees. They know how these things work. What's more likely? That they use a tree because it's common. Everybody knows what a tree is. Everybody can understand this. They understand how this makes this. The leaf makes the fruit. You know what I'm saying? What's more likely?
I don't understand. You pose
do.
this question.
You
weird.
understand exactly what I'm
Say
saying.
it one more time. Like, but I don't understand. That's not. Nobody
is
gives a
pulling
shit about why
things.
it's a tree.
No, but what I'm saying is he is making these things, these connections where there aren't any. Now, I haven't read and heard the rest of this.
I will
crap,
give you
but
this.
I know where this
I'll
is
give you
going.
this. I
know
think
where
what
this is
you're
going.
saying is that in order to even come up with this line of thinking, that this allegory, like let's say it is an allegory. Let's say that the knowledge of good and evil, the tree itself, the fruit, the whole thing is an allegory for something. Okay, let's say it is. Without viewing this through the lens of the book of Enoch or the knowledge that the fallen angels came down and mated with women and created these offspring and then tainted God's creation. If you're not viewing it from that lens, no, you probably wouldn't get that out of it. I agree with you there. Do you have to? But that's what he's saying. If you do view it through this lens, you could see.
In the Bible, we know, well, this is supposed to be after that. Because the sons of the daughters of men, there were no other people except these two. So how do you get that?
Yeah, well, I mean,
now we know that
we don't,
from that what is accepted as canon of Scripture. We know that is what happened. That the angels
the fall
fell.
happened.
We know that happened because of
and
Satan's
then God
pride.
created the world.
No, we don't know.
Exactly, we don't know.
We don't know that.
We don't know. So
I would think it would be.
He's proposing
before,
this could be the fall.
Well, it's a timeline thing, but we know also from the Bible that to God 1,000 years is like a day, and a day is like 1,000 years. He doesn't work on our time,
Right?
You know, he doesn't have.
That's why I don't understand why so many Christians are tied to like the Earth has to be whatever it is 3,000, 4,000 years old.
Yeah,
why
like,
are they so
like
tied to that?
4,000
Like,
something years old.
It's a dumb hill to die on. Why even?
I don't. One where I mean, to me, it doesn't matter.
Me
I don't
either.
care because why couldn't he use? And it would even make a lot of sense that he would use, these certain methods to create the art.
Yeah. Oh no, I've always argued that. Yeah.
And it doesn't. And
yeah, it wouldn't be magic like poof. There's a tree. Poof. There's a.
Well.
Yeah, it would be more like
science is saying that it is because in the beginning there was nothing, and then all of a sudden everything was made.
McKenna always said that science will offer you that everything is a rational explanation as long as you allow them one miracle, and that's the Big Bang.
Yeah,
it's like
there is evidence that the Earth is that carbon dating and all that crap is off.
I've seen stuff that,
and
yeah.
I've seen that. I mean, I believe that, but
what if
it doesn't matter to me? My faith doesn't hinge. On that.
Another dot connector with the Book of Enoch was it talked about how the fallen were like, they were messing with like animals and stuff and creating I don't remember like abominations, but like of God's creation. What if that's what dinosaurs are? These
The Bible talks about dinosaurs
and dragons, and
it says dragons, Leviathan. It names
was Leviathan
a unicorn. It names these things.
It names a unicorn.
Yes,
in the Bible.
Yes, it names these things.
What does it say about it?
It's like it just says it was fast. It was strong. It names like it has this like a unicorn. It has this like a unicorn. Like it's already established that everybody around knows that a unicorn is real, and it's naming its attributes.
Or was that an allegory?
Now we don't know what it is. Could be a rhinoceros or something.
Rhinoceros.
But the way it explains it, it's not, because a rhinoceros don't have these attributes like this thing did. But we don't use those words today like they used them. There was no word for dinosaur back then.
Right.
But what they call dragons, I believe, were dinosaurs. And like I said, who knows how long the Earth was there before? These days. I don't know if they're actual 24-hour cycles. I think that it's highly unlikely that they are.
Yeah.
Why would he not have these things, these creatures? Because we know the animals came before humans.
Good point.
That doesn't mean anything to me. And another thing that's weird about dinosaurs, why did they not find any bones until the 1800s? It's very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Well, also
very strange.
How little we have full.
Don't get me started on that, bro.
Full fossils.
They'll take a tooth and then make like a ridiculous shit up with it. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done this.
They don't know nothing. They really don't.
Well, I have a problem with...
They make a lot of shit up.
No, it's all speculation.
Yeah, they
essentially.
Make all of it up. Yeah.
We know through what Graham Hancock's kind of exposed with archaeology, that it's very... dogmatic, and like you either play the game that they say,
or you don't.
yeah, or
You're not in the club. Yeah.
You're not smart enough to know.
That's exactly right. What's that weird name?
That gets into,
guy that was on Rogan.
Yeah, that
with the beard. He was.
He even has a dumbass name, Dibble.
Yeah,
Flint Dibble.
Yeah, that's it. All these things.
He was destined to be a fucking shit.
Just laughing at that guy.
Oh, he was so gross.
But he didn't say anything.
No. Well,
he refuted nothing.
They debunked that YouTuber guy debunked a lot of shit that he was like throwing up as fact.
Yeah. It's all speculation, brother.
Oh, yeah.
It's all speculation.
Yep.
That's insane, dude. I never bought all of the stuff about dinosaurs. We know that there's pictures made of thousands of years ago that shows humans riding dinosaurs, and they didn't even know what dinosaurs were, supposedly.
There are some depictions.
So how
they found those tracks in like South Texas.
Yeah,
have you seen the creek bed?
With a human foot
imprinted within each other, a dinosaur footprint and a human footprint.
Dude, they find weird stuff like this all the time. They find human, like iron cups in the middle of a coal seam. That's supposed to take millions of years to form. Well, if humans have only been around for a couple thousand years, how could that be? Either humans have been here longer, or you're full of shit and you don't know how old this stuff
to the
is.
whole Graham Hancock, not necessarily him, Randall Carlson.
Yeah, Randall Carlson.
Proving with geography and like how the topography of everything has been manipulated by masses of water, like the Colorado River. You know, like we were told, like, oh, it started way up here and it chiseled all the way down. And I've seen physics on why that couldn't even happen. Like it wouldn't chisel all the way down because upstream, it would. I can't remember. Or there's no evidence of like the sediment that it pushed out or anything.
Yeah,
but
there's not a massive land mass.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that goes back to the flood. And what's crazy is now
we know
in modern day
there was a massive flood.
Well, now we'll admit
we
it.
know that.
When we were kids, like as far as like scientific minded people, it's like there was no flood, you know, like this idea that, and now we're like, oh yeah, it was called the what do they call that era? It was 12,000 years ago when they believe a cataclysm like ended the ice age, or at least it melted huge ice glaciers, which caused all this water to rush, especially in North America. They think it hit like up in Canada or North Pole area.
It was global though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, look at...
Well, the Grand Canyon took millions of years to form. Nah, bro. No, I don't believe that either.
Have you heard of Matthew LaCroix? Mm-mm. I think you'd like his stuff, but he has a YouTube channel, but he goes on a lot of podcasts. He's one of these like searching for the like hidden civilizations, but he actually goes there and finds the ruins and stuff.
Yeah.
They found this, what they think is the oldest underwater ruins in like Turkey. And it
is
like
that
predates.
What they're calling Atlantis?
No, but Rogan had on that Jimmy Corsetti guy. Have you seen that one? He thinks that Atlantis was like in this region of Africa.
Yeah,
there's
in a
like
desert.
Yeah. Have you seen pictures of it? Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know, but it's pretty interesting. Apparently, according to like, was it Plato that had characteristics of the land?
Yeah, talked about
that it kind of lines up.
What about all the maps that was before the world was discovered in the New World showing Antarctica down there? That's crazy too.
Do you get into the flat earth stuff? Or?
Hell no.
Isn't it weird how there's this split of like Christian? Because like the real...
Some Christians do believe there's
flat earth. I know.
But they're insane.
And they will scream at you.
I got into
a Facebook deal with... I guess I won't say his name on here, but he's very cultish about it.
Tell me his name.
Like if you question it,
see his name.
His name is Bo
Bigham.
Yeah, it's Bo Bigham. You know it, Bo. No, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
It's the only Bo I could think of at the top.
No, it's
no.
Actually, it would be funny to call him out on the podcast because he like was trying to like gotcha with all his fucking comments on my Facebook. Yeah. Which, by the way, he came to me. All right, I posted like a teaser that I was going to release the Ronnie Sparks interview, and he commented on it like, "Oh, guess you're running out of people to have on," because he knows and doesn't like Ronnie Sparks, so he was just like being a shithead. And
I know this guy.
I said, "No, if I was running out of," and I knew he was like
shut the fuck up.
all he posts about is flat Earth, so I knew this.
So
would
he's a nut job.
I knew this would push his button, and I was like,
He's a fucking
"Nah, if
nut.
I was running out of stuff to talk about, I'd probably talk about flat Earth or something." And he was like, he tried to do this gotcha because I had hit him up months before that and was like, "Hey, I don't think I believe in flat Earth. Do you want to come on and argue it to me and you give me all your evidence?" And we talked about it. I never did it. Well, he like screenshots our conversation, posts it on Facebook, like, "Oh, I guess you got a short memory. You were talking about having me on." I was like, "Okay, like, what does this prove? That I wanted to show you were it on my podcast?" Like, it was just funny. But he got so angry, dude. So angry. I was just kind of like talking shit.
I don't know who you are, bro, but you can fuck right off.
He's bored.
Yeah,
He's one of those
seems
Facebook
like it.
bored people. Just
Oh, he's a. Was that what you said?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Well, you got to get out of here. Or what?
Children.
You have children? When
know,
did this
bro.
happen?
Yeah, I mean, 12 years.
People
ago.
allow you to have children?
Now, they didn't allow me. I just did it. Only one person technically allowed me to have children.
Kind of like Mary. She was like, "Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess.
Bring it back full circle."
And that's back. We're a wrap.
All right, man. Well, this was fun. I'm sure
Yeah,
we'll
dude.
get canceled, but it was...
Oh, if they listen to our private conversation, we've been canceled since we were 14 years old.
Yeah, well, I've never released those tapes.
There are
The
tapes.
Squirrel Boy and Gumbo. Yeah, they're tapes.
There are
They are
tapes.
cassettes. That's how fucking ancient we are.
No.
We were
We had the
cassetting.
technology available. We didn't have it.
We were broke.
We had blank cassettes.
Blank cassettes,
Well,
and I
we
was
did
probably
have-
a karaoke machine or something that we recorded it on.
It absolutely was
Full
because it had a
circle.
little
Holy
light
shit.
that like lit up around that speaker. I
You know what
remember.
I'm almost certain exists still, that they are not lost in the universe?
What?
The small tape video camcorder we used to do the skits of, like...
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, the only one I remember vividly is the Cheech and Chong
Yeah,
one
when we were
in
sitting
the car
in your mom's car.
in like
Yeah.
Halloween costumes.
Yeah. We had the wigs on and shit.
We did the whole skit of like, "Oh man, we never left the driveway." man."
We had that one. We did another mafia one.
We thought that was hilarious, by the way.
It was. When
I
you're-
would love to
when
go
you're
back and watch
14 years old. It's
I
hilarious.
guarantee you, in my dad's huge collection of tapes,
It's
in
somewhere.
There. It's in there.
There ain't no way it would
He
have
ain't
been
throwing it
thrown away. No, he dude
I'll
never
find
throws anything away.
I'll find it. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah,
There was
we'll
one
find
more
it someday.
too. I don't remember what it was. It was something about Tuesday's Gone with the Wind. I remember it playing. Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
we were acting
was that era.
hungover or something like that. Which we were getting.
Did
into
Josh
that.
Taylor move back to town?
I don't think so.
My dad asked me. I mean, I guess he did, because my dad said that Josh bought the old building where my dad used to sell cars out of on
A state
Texas
line?
Boulevard. No, Texas
Oh,
Boulevard
Texas
and
Boulevard.
Martin Luther.
Yeah.
right there on the corner. That it's JT's upholstery.
I know that some of the Flanagans do upholstery.
Yeah, right down the street
Yeah.
is his like uncle at forget the name of that one, but
Yeah, it's right down there off of like.
which is who taught him to do it. That's why my dad was like, I can't believe he opened up right down the street from his
Spruce
uncle.
Street? Something
Yeah,
like
Spruce
that?
Street. Yep.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, that's what my
That'd
dad
be cool.
said. I don't know, unless he's... I was like, well, that shows how good friends we are now. I didn't even know that he was living in town.
I talked to him not too long ago for something on the Facebook or whatever.
book.
On Facebook for something. I don't remember what it was. That's probably the first time we communicated in a decade.
Dude,
And it's crazy because
Can't
we
remember
both
the last
grew
time
up
I talked to him.
very close to this guy.
Yeah.
Very close. My mother and his mother were best friends.
Yeah.
I remember us being toddlers. You know, we were close all the way up through high school, and then everybody did their own thing.
Yep, as we do.
He's married now. I think he's had another child.
Yeah, I knew he had one.
Yeah, I know he had one. I think he had another one, if I remember right.
I'll be damned.
But Flanagans are like kin.
Yeah,
they're like kin to my mother's side, so I know all of them.
Ethan's out.
Is he?
Yeah.
When did he get out? I thought they
Not
gave him
long
like
ago.
30 years.
Yeah, but you don't do the whole
Parole.
thing.
I know, but even still.
Yeah, well, I mean, hell, he did over 10 years, I think.
Close to it.
He messaged me. Well, on TikTok, he followed me, and I was like, oh shit. So I like followed him back, and then he sent like a wave thing on Messenger, and I was like, what's up, man? You home finally? And he was like, yeah, man. He's living up in I think like North Central Arkansas, somewhere up in the mountains. He said.
Well, good for him,
Yeah,
bro.
get the hell out of
Thank
here.
God he got out of. He got out of town. Probably best one. Thank God he got out of prison. All right.
I know. Yeah, but I told him, I was like, next
grew
time
up
you're in
with
town.
we grew up with these two guys, man. We were very close to each other, all of us.
Real close.
I don't want anything. I don't want anything, but good, for all these guys I grew up with, man.
Yeah, I'm glad
still got a
he's-
place in my heart for all of them.
Glad he's back in the free world. Free world.
Absolutely.
But I told him next time he's in town to hit me up. I was going to give him a welcome home tat.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a little banger,
I wonder if he got any inside.
Oh, hope not.
I got a homemade one right there. Will you fix it, please?
All right.
Will you fix
Next podcast, I'll just tattoo you live on the podcast.
Yeah, we can bullshit and get tattooed.
Talk about the Book of Enoch.
Yeah.
And argue about the seed wars.
Yeah, you can tattoo
I'm gonna
a
convince you.
seed. You'll never.
I'm going to convince you of the seed wars.
It's impossible.
Seed wars is real, brother. No. Black helicopters. I have the documents.
Joe Rogan.
I was dropped on my head. I'm I got body slammed on my skull onto the concrete, onto pavement. I am.
Let me tell you something, Joe. I'm basically okay. And the aliens, they're coming in and they're putting seeds into my brain waves. They showed me up there.
They're showing me allegories.
I was with Jesse Ventura in the Baja.
It's outside the continental U.S.
That's right. We had just left Bohemian Grove. Oh, God.
The CIA
That's where I
implanted.
met him. Jesse was in Bohemian Grove.
CIA implanted a seed into my brain, which convinced me that the allegories in the Bible are talking about the devil having sex with Eve, brother.
That's 100%. And they put seeds into my penis, and that's where we're at today. I've got to find a way to get them out of here.
My penis hurts. It's
like
awful.
a kidney stone, but 10 times worse. It's larger. It's sharper. It's a very bad time. I'm having a rough go of it. If you would donate to my Cash App, I'd appreciate it.
Follow me on Patreon.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to post my Cash App. You guys send what you can. God bless you.
I guess we'll end on that. I think we got several clips out of this, so
Yeah, I'm sure.
all of them will get my page canceled.
Yeah, they will feel my wrath, son.
All right. See you.
Peace.